Hey guys, it's Chris and Chelsea. We're here to show you some videos that we made for bedroom safety for after surgery. Chris was really good about putting our bedroom together for when I got home to make it really comfortable but also safe, and I felt really independent that I can get in and out of bed myself without needing someone here by my side all the time. So just watch the video. I'll have Chris show you some little things he did to the bedroom to help me through my recovery, and hopefully you can get something out of this. And just if you're a spouse or a caretaker, just make sure to watch the part really closely on how to adjust the pillow, because that was really important for me to make me more comfortable. So now I'll take the camera from Chris and have him show you some things.
Okay guys, sorry, basic iPhone in a tight room here, so Chelsea's backed up against the wall as much as she can, so I'm trying to get back as well. So first things first, trying to create, if you got money, you can spend it on those elevating beds, but for the most part, we did the cheap version here. So underneath this bed right now, I have a piece of plywood board that's cut just a little bit short so it doesn't come out to the edge and cut somebody. But ideally, I'm going to pull this back right now and show you, and Chelsea hopefully can get the whole board. The board only goes down to right about here, so you can see it goes all the way through, so it's for both people. And what it allows you to put pillows underneath it and create the angle up a little bit just to give a little bit of an incline, so pillows would go under there. This is the very cheap version. It worked perfectly. So ideally here, the angle up helps quite a bit for the person that just had surgery, especially if it's involving their cervical or thoracic spine. Just go based on comfort, but don't go too high. You don't want to ruin the mattress. The next thing that's really helpful, I'll slide it in here, is this thing. And I'll kind of back up here. So you can see, this thing slides underneath the bed here like this. I'm going to do it on this side over here, so I'll have Chelsea back into the corner a little bit more. This is by bedhandles.com. We don't get any benefits, but this thing, I'd probably get the travel pack you'll see online. It's a very simple site, but travelhandles.com. I'll put a link below the video to this, but it also comes with a sleeve that you could put like an iPhone or a handbell. And by the way, that's kind of an important thing to have, is make sure people always have their cell phone and maybe a Christmas handbell that they can ring to get your attention if they need anything. But I'm going to put this in over here. So what it does is you just pick up the bed or the mattress just a little bit and slide it under. It's got a sticky part underneath there, so it's kind of hard to come out. But what it allows for is, should have done this both ways, is getting into bed, allows you to grab this, hold on to it, but more importantly, getting out of bed. So the idea here, here's the key getting out of bed, people, patients, is where you're standing, lying, bend your knees, roll to your side, and straight down, don't angle yet. And ideally what you're going to do is, like a teeter-totter, you're going to drop your legs and push up at the same time. This will allow you to have the control and stability that you need to push off of things. Sometimes they show on the website they have two down in the bottom and top. I don't really think you need that, just the top one. This should probably be a little bit higher for me. And getting back down, when you lie back, don't lie back at an angle like that. Now you're in trouble. But instead, grab this, bring your knees up, lying on your side, and then just roll back. And now you're straight up and down. And again, getting out, knees bent, onto your side, you're safe here. And then teeter-totter, drop the legs, push up with the arms, and there's your independence. All right, so I'll take this out and I'll have Chelsea come back here and I'll show you a couple pillow things. I'm going to go to this side of the bed so you can see me a little better. Ideally, you want a couple different size pillows. One second. You can see the difference between these two pillows here. I would probably get a thin one and a big one. But ideally, this pillow right here, if you're lying down, and you have the pillow underneath your shoulders and your head, you're kind of almost, you see how my head's tilted back a little bit. This is actually quite uncomfortable. If you only have one pillow and it's pretty thin, put it just underneath the head. But ideally, I think that you're going to find, and this is where you can help the nurses in the hospital and afterwards at home, this makes a huge difference, is put a little bit under the shoulders. You're kind of creating a little bit of an angle here, but you got to have it under the shoulders as well. You can probably see from that, it creates a nice little angle here, and it feels a lot more supported. And then the other thing that would be bad would be if you have a big pillow, something like this, and you don't have your shoulders under it, you can really have the head tilted forward, and that's not comfortable either. So pay attention to those things. They're very helpful. And trying to think of, oh, one more pillow thing. You're going to tend to be lying on your back a lot. So one of the things that is helpful is getting a chance to roll a little bit. So a body pillow sometimes is helpful, but you don't always want to keep your pressure on your bum if you're in bed a lot, especially for those that even have trouble getting around by themselves. Make sure you're rolling the patient so you don't get bed sores. And if you are on your back, you're going to want a pillow underneath your ankles so that your heels don't touch. So ideally it takes pressure off your heels because you get sores on your heels. Happens all the time, young and old. If you're diabetic, even more of a reason to do this. So my heels are touching, but taking pressure off of it right there. And also sometimes if you have back issues or back surgery, putting a pillow just under the knees, right there like this, bending the knees takes pressure off the low back, just the biomechanics that are involved with this. Play with that aspect too. Not too high, but this ideally with the pillows underneath the knee are a lot more comfortable. So, Chelsea, anything else you can think of telling?
I think you did a good job of explaining everything, and I can't think of anything else right at the moment.
And again, if you guys have questions, you know how to get a hold of Chelsea through her blog. But also, if anybody else has suggestions or comments, make sure to comment below the video here. And it's a good forum that's going to keep on going, offering more suggestions. But again, with that bed rail system, it does have a sleeve. We don't have it that can hold a handbell and a cell phone, so people or a book, so people can have access to things they want. The side of the bed that's easiest to get to the door is preferable, but some people prefer left or right. And a good table side bed is also beneficial. So again, thanks, and feel free to comment below, and hopefully this helps. See you in the
Thank
next
you.
video.
Bye.